Hey guys, today's video is called Dear 14-Year-Olds. I made a video called Dear 12-Year-Olds and it just hit 1 million views. So I thought I would come back and talk to another age group. But of course these videos are based on my own experiences and the experiences of my friends from my perspective. So maybe life wasn't exactly like that when you were 12, and maybe life isn't exactly like what I'm about to tell you when you were 14 or when you turned 14. It's just my perspective and the kind of advice that I would have wanted to hear when I was that age. So for me, I was 14 when I started high school, freshman year, and what a time. Dear 14-year-olds, you're entering high school and you're probably feeling a lot of emotions. A little bit of fear, a little bit of worry, a lot of excitement, and that's good. That's exactly how I felt. The first thing that most people tell you about high school is that you most likely will get a whole different group of friends. And for me, that wasn't the case. I have been friends with the same people all through middle school, and those are pretty much still my main best friends today. But for a lot of people, once you go to high school, that's a lot of new people, and it is nice to be around a bigger group of students. Dear 14-year-olds, don't be scared of how big high school seems and how many people there are and how old the seniors look. Believe me, you do look very young. Freshmen look like freshmen, but that's okay. You're the youngest people in the school and it makes sense that you look the youngest. Dear 14-year-olds, don't be in a hurry to grow up. When I was a freshman, I couldn't wait to be a senior, and when I was a senior, I couldn't wait to graduate and get out of there. But really, high school is such an incredible experience. Lots of good and lots of bad. So you've just got to make the most of each year. Dear 14-year-olds, don't try to date a senior. Of course it's okay to date someone who's a little older than you, but speaking from experience, most of the time, if an 18-year-old guy is going after 14-year-old girls, or the other way around, senior girl wants a freshman guy, that's usually not the best scenario. Dear 14-year-old, you'll probably feel very pressured to do a lot of things. Drugs and alcohol type things, sex-related things. Just please don't succumb to peer pressure. Of course you're going to probably do some things during high school that fall into those categories, and you're probably going to make some mistakes. Everybody does. With everything, I just recommend taking it slow, because honestly there's no rush. Nobody's gonna make fun of you for not having your first kiss or not having had sex. Dear 14-year-olds, high school can make you feel like you're the only one who hasn't done something, but that's not true. You might feel pressured to kiss someone or have sex with someone or drink alcohol or do drugs. Maybe not this year, but most likely throughout your high school career it will happen. And all I have to say is, just stick to your guns. If you know you're not the type of person to do something, or you're not ready to do something yet, don't let anyone pressure you into it. From my high school experience, especially with like drugs and alcohol, peer pressure doesn't really exist if you just say no. Most people, they'll offer something to you, and if you say no, they'll go, okay, and then they'll stop offering it to you, and it's fine. Nobody's gonna make fun of you for not doing drugs or not smoking or not drinking. Dear 14-year-old, high school parties are a mess. You may not go to your first real high school party until later into high school, or maybe you will. But most likely it won't be like what you've seen in the movies. Just like all of the rest of high school, all of your expectations are from movies. Or maybe your older friends or older sibling stories, but everyone's high school experience is different. Dear 14-year-old, you will change so much throughout high school. Everyone does. So don't get mad at your friends when they start doing things that they've never done before, or when they start acting differently, or when somebody gets their first boyfriend or girlfriend and suddenly they're not hanging out with you as much. It happens to everyone. But just stay close to your best friends, stay loyal, and know that they're still gonna be there for you even if they're dating someone else or hanging out with a different group of friends for a while. They still love you. Dear 14-year-old, you're probably in some kind of college prep classes or some kind of career prep classes. And if you're like me when I was a freshman, I couldn't believe that they were already asking me things about what I wanted to do in college. You're 14. You don't have to make that decision until you're 18. And it's a long way away and you're gonna change a lot. So don't feel too overwhelmed about college. You do have time. They're gonna ask you what your top college picks are, what you think you wanna major in. But let me tell you, I'm a freshman in college and there are plenty of people in college who still don't even know if they're in the right major or what they wanna do with their lives. Just spend as much time as you can understanding yourself. Not necessarily in like a major way, but just pay attention to what your interests are, what you truly care about, and what you love doing. And that can really help you pick a major. And as far as colleges go, you may or may not have a dream college that you've always wanted to go to, but don't spend your entire high school career worrying and stressing about building your college resume or making your college application look impressive. That being said, definitely try as hard as you can in your classes, especially freshman year. Do your best. You'll want that GPA boost later on when it gets really hard. So do your best, but do not ruin your life or give yourself anxiety about grades. It's not everything. You want to enjoy your high school experience and not just remember locking yourself up in your room to do homework every night. Make time for your friends, make time for yourself, and just enjoy it. And by the way, 14-year-olds, it's gonna go by so fast. I'm 20 and I'm crying. That was emotional. Okay, thanks, bye.